Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Monday. All right. First day of the second week. All right. Futures. Futures got better today. All right. Looking at the SPY, we did take the day up, so we made a higher high. All right. Notice how we finished here with these dojis and they're red. All right, so that is bearish, but we'll see what happens. Overnight coming back up right here, right now. It's starting to get back up towards 600. All right, so we're 2-2 on the week and we're 2-2 on the day. Okay, so we didn't really expand that much, but just a little bit more. So we got today's highs were 601 and a quarter, 601 and a quarter, and we know that we're chasing like 603.60. Okay, so decent day. We'd like to see. This is an interesting ending here. The one thing that's I've noticed on our 60s today at the end of the day, we came down all over the place. All right, so this was the last 60 of the day, so that came down pretty good. All right, uh, and no actionable signals there. That was just a 2-2 reversal straight back down. All right, so it didn't kill it by any stretch, but here they are just trying to come back a little bit back inside there. All right, the triple Qs. The triple Qs. They finished the same way Doji, but there's a difference. They are green. All right, so that's a little bit more bullish. Again, when you see this, it's indecision. Indecision. Okay, we are not. We could go any way here. It's a spinning top. Okay, 3-1-2 on the daily. Okay, we did not get the higher we did get the higher high. Took out this guy here from Friday. Okay, so two up on your triple Qs, and not much expansion here on the week because you're still inside this bar here. You're still trapped inside this guy. All right, so that's your Qs for today. I'll go through some stocks after we do that. Diamonds, the DIA. Uh, the Diamonds were the troublemaker to start the day with the 2-2 down, and then they were the guys that turned things around to bring them back up again, too. Okay. So got down to 426.44. Okay. We came back inside. No actionable signals at all on the 60s today. All right. So it was the 2-2. You know what I do is I got to shut that overnight down because it's a little bit. There you go. So came down with the 3-2 down, fought back. Buyers got back in control on this flip. All right, and then they went up and made the high of the day. Oh no, yeah. Then they went up and made the high of the day. Okay, and that was the number we talked with. I'll give you that number right now. 429.72. 429.72, and then we got the 2-2 back down. No actionable signals telling us anything there. All right. So here's where we finish on the day here. Another one kind of stuck in the middle and red, and stuck in the middle and red here too. All right, this could be a pivot. It could make it turn things around to start coming back a little bit, but we will see what's going to happen there. All right, there's very, very indecisive right there on your day and your week. Okay, so not telling us anything really, not telling us anything. And then we look at the diamonds. I pay special attention to the sectors. Today, our best was our XRT and XLY. Okay, these are all consumer cyclicals. There is a boatload of stocks. Okay, don't try to even find them all. there is just a lot. So what I do is I break them down to the ones that have the most power in the ETF. All right, so XRT today, there's a lot of the same stocks that are in discretionaries that are in retail. Okay, it's just that's the way it is. It's just categorized differently. But XRT, we get another higher high. All right, we know that retail's been good. We know this thing's been cooking really good. All right, a couple of ones that I'll look at here that I'm watching. I'm watching that Nike. All right, Nike went outside today with the big three and closed near the lows of the day. All right. So was getting close on month, and now all of a sudden they've pushed back pretty significantly. Okay, it's back down to 62, 61.91, and then they really hit it hard at the end of the day here with the 2-2 down. So that was a 3-2-1. You got a nice move there, and that was it. Triangle out. Nike, little tough, right? This one's coming down. And then we've got another one here that we're watching, PINS, Pinterest. This thing has been good until this last couple of days now. All right, this thing's been cruising along, but you're still getting higher highs. Okay, now you do have a shooter coming down on the day here. Okay, that could go into force, and this already triggered down to the downside. All right, see where she's trading at right now. We'll kind of pull that up and take a sneaky peek. All right, so not much, 34.19, unchanged, nothing going on there. All right, so we'll see if anything becomes of that. Again, you're 2 up on the month, your shooter down on the week, but these are the same now. So tomorrow that'll break away a little bit. All right, and we'll get a better idea of what's going to happen there. There's, maybe look at Walmart. Walmart fought back after a 3-day down with a 2-1, 2-2 down, finished with the doji. It's green. Another one, it took the month up. It's coming back inside. Okay. Nothing actionable right now at all. I got a shooter coming down on 60 to finish the day. All right. I'm not going to go into too many of them. There is a lot, but consumer cyclicals, those was our best group today. XLB, X-Ray Larry Boy. This one's a little bit better here too. Gave it up at the end of the day with the 2-2 down. This thing was nice. It was up to 88.95. It made the high of the day and puked it all out. All right, so we got kind of shooter coming back down on day, and that's obviously going to be the same. 2-2 up on the month. This group has been pretty strong, as we can see, until we hit the buzz saw. But then you got the 3-1-2, and you got the higher high. So we'll wait and see there. Looks like shooter coming down. I think she more likely probably comes back inside, and we'll see with that. All right, basic materials. Tech. I'll pull up XLK, and what do we got? Well, we got the 2-2-2 month up, right? And we're going for a magnitude right now of 241.73. We're very close on that. We did fall apart here a little bit at the end of the day. It kind of caused the shooter to go down on the day. So we have another one shooter down. We got red on the SPY, and we got red on the diamonds. So we'll see what happens. But we know that the Q's finished with green. All right. So shooter down here on the day, a shooter down on the week. See if something comes out of that. If it would have to go into force for it to start to move down. All right. It did finish with that 60 coming down too. I will go through a couple of quick ones here. Palantir, PLTR, just continues to fight back. Every time it gets knocked down, it comes right back up. So we got a nice 3-1 cooking on the week here. All right. Palantir got up to 135.28. Believe that's an all-time high, I got to imagine. All right. So we got a nice 3-1 cooking on the week and a nice day to start the week. I'll tell you that. All right. So look at, see where she's trading right now. Coming back in a little bit here, 131 and change. Not much talking about there. All right. So nice day upper. You got the 3-1 week. All right. 135.28, and you're going to all-time highs on PLTR. Tesla, I didn't have a lot of faith in it, and it did better than I thought it would do today. It went outside to 2-1 tree. So you got a 2-1 tree now. What you're going to do, Sneaky Pete's got a little bit of room to get in there, but right now trading higher already at 314 and change. That's already taking us up. All right, so the next move would be 324.44. That seems like a little bit of a climb to me. This was a good day. If it can do this again, that would be pretty amazing. Okay, but here's our week coming back in after our shooter that we got the call on the downside. Okay, here we are back inside the week now. Tough to get out of there at $355. So wait and see. All right, it's just at the point right now where if you have it from when it made that move down to 272, then you got to stay in this thing. But inside the week right now, in this, we'll have to see what another day brings. That's my thoughts on that, on Tesla. NVIDIA, keeps going back up to those highs and falling back. Shooter back down here, shooter back down on the day at the end of the day today. Was trying to come back up a little bit here. All right. Trading at 142.78, slightly higher there. That's a 312. Kind of messy coming down from the highs. We didn't get back up there, the 153.13. So we're still backed up there. All right. And then we look at what other group do we have? Vanguard, VNQ. Real estates have been really, really good. Continuation now. It got sketchy here the last couple of days, finishing them with some dojis. So, they run them up, they come back inside, and they meet again, and then that's it. And they closed out 2-2 back down. So everybody was giving it up at the end of the day, which is oddly, see that. Everybody was taken down. But it's got the 2 up on the month. It comes back inside. This thing's pretty good. I think these will keep moving. All right, got 2 up on the week already. This is looking pretty good. Even with the doji in here, we're going to come inside here somewhere. We look for continuation. Maybe you get a 1 in there, and then you get a carry up from there. All right, so Vanguard, American Tower. I definitely want to buy these on dips. All right, stuck in the middle here on the day now on AMT, so you're going to be the same there. You're really buried inside this 1 month on this guy. So until you really get outside of something here, you could chop around here as it went up, as it's doing. So you're getting these. See this? You get the down, you get the up, the down. The down, the up, the down, the up. So it's going to keep chopping like that, but it did expand here a little bit, got up to 217, and then got down to 210. All right, so that's a bigger move. You're going to be trapped inside here right now. I don't know if that's the one you want to be running after. That one. Vino's pretty good. VNO. Vornado. I was in this one today. All right, up on the month. This one looks really good. All right, continuation to the upside. EQI, got it wrong there. EQIX. All right, here's another one. Equinox, 2-2 up on the month. Comes back inside today after a 2-1-2, so stalls out completely here. Now you wait to see if this can turn around and get things going again, get this month back working. All right, this is a $900 stock, so it's a little bit different there if you trade those. All right, the worst today was XLF, right? XLF and XLC. So XLF couldn't get the couldn't bust out this 2-day right here, so it's all trapped inside there right now. All right, did put a low down at 50.70, trading 51.04 right now. So this one's going to be coming inside. Cooled the jets coming in, right? They've been pretty good. You got the 3-1-2 one back inside here, trying to hammer up. All right. I expect if the diamonds continues to keep it going, had a nice rally today, but then they puked up at the end of the day. So we're going to have to see what's going. This is all going to be based upon how the diamonds are doing. All right. So that one is kind of in a funky place right now. You're stuck inside that 2-day pattern there. And then you want to look at, I look at PayPal. Just a random one because it took week up. All right. It's still inside month, but it looks like it can get there. All right. PayPal finished a little bit higher. That's a doji. That could be a pivot down very easily. All right. But we'll see what happens with that. All right. No action. We got the actionable signal that we have is the inside month, which is close. It's 74.01. 2-2 down on the shooter. So we look for something that pops out of that tomorrow morning. That's what I would be looking for. All right. That's a nice 2-2 downer. See if that can, something can turn around from there. All right. And then we'll just look at like JP Morgan, which is one of the bigger names. 2 up on the week. It's 3-2 up. Finished with the doji here on the outside day. This thing's going to be coming inside. You're definitely going to be a 1 in here. Looks like you're going to need some time on this one, or you're going to have to just get the hell out of there and get back up to basically 270. Okay. So we'll see what happens there. More than likely, that's going to go back inside, and you are still stuck inside in month. All right. So that was our worst, the worst out of all of our sectors here today. And utilities were negative. Consumer defensive stocks, but Coca-Cola went up pretty good today with the day up. All right. So this one's coming up. Staples maybe starting to move back up. XLP, it's there you go. Took the day up with your, sorry about that. Give me that XLP. XLP. All right, XLP's dojied out. Not much to talk about there. 212. Can go either. It can go any way. Can go any way here. Stuck inside on the. It is inside. It is 2, so it could expand, which means it could go 3. That's all I can say about that right now. It's the only thing that I know to be true about it. And inside on the month is not good, and you're red. All right, so see if anyone wants if the XLPs again they were negative today as well. You know who popped up today was energy a little bit. XLE. Here's your XLE, still stuck inside the month with the 1-1 month. I mean, come on, man. They got to get out of this. All right. 2 up on the week, and then comes back inside, and now you finish with the insider. It was a pretty good move to the downside. We will be looking for a reversal, possibly coming back in tomorrow, as the futures are kind of hanging in there okay right now on the overnights. All right. Qs are already up $1 higher. So again, there's no, there's not a lot of there's a lot of volatility in there. So you got what you got there. All right. But I would be looking for that, but coming back down on your XLE on your 60s to finish the day. I want to make a point about crude oil. This is UCO. I don't know if you guys know this one. It's an ETF. Bottom of the Broadway formation on the monthly, and you go 3, 1, 2 back up on the month. Now it looks great, but if you want to do your job, you got to get back to 27.47. That is $5 and change. All right, so we did take the 2 up. We'll see if this can keep going. We need something here. All right. I got nothing really on magnitudes. I guess I can give it to you right here. 24.92. I don't like to take lows when I'm looking at magnitudes, but that gets us to 23.21 if we can get moving. There's some kind of guidance to keep us going there. All right, coming off the bottom of the broadening formation with a 3-1-2, and your buyers are in control, as you can see, in the day as well. All right, so we'll see if energy can keep going. You saw that XLE that showed vulnerability at the end of the day, but the crude did not. That's the one thing that crude did not go. It did not go 2-2 down on the 60 like XLE did. All right, so crude is a little bit stronger right now. So we'll see that. That group was pretty decent. Real estate was good. Technology, I mean, I could talk forever about. I just picked a few right off the bat to talk about. Materials were good. Healthcare kind of fell off on us a little bit today. All right, healthcare kind of fell off a little bit, but we'll see if that can get going again. All right, watching that GEHC, and we're watching Medtronic. Okay, the ones that I am watching right here. Yeah, I'm watching GEHC, which is GE Healthcare, which kind of fell apart today, I believe, right? Yeah, shooter down on your GE Health. I wanted to make sure you saw that coming down. Okay, so inside on the week now with the shooter down, and you're inside with the 1 month. So again, make a move, triangle out something, just to go to that low or go to that high, give us something to get something to change. All right, and then there's Medtronic, but it's been really, really good. Makes another high today, continuation the upside. Okay, and I want to go back to I think we talked about this morning, RBLX, right? This thing's been cooking forever. This is what we look for in broadening formations. A week that goes inside. Now, you got the day today, finished with the doji. This is bearish because you also got the week as well, but you got strength on your month, okay? So what we look for is this one to stay inside here. Even give us some kind of shooter down, something that gives us it is an actionable signal, but it can be a hammer and it can be a shooter. So right now it's hammering up a little bit more, but still negative here. All right, so a little bearish here today. We'll see what tomorrow brings. We look for these 2-1-2 reverses, especially coming off of the top of the broadening first. That's what we look for. This thing has been made a huge move to the upside. It needs to come back down a little bit. All right, that's my thoughts. That's why I want to leave that there. I'll be showing you more and more of those. All right, as we move further. All right, so at that note, I'm gonna let it be. So everybody, just have a great Monday. Be good, and we will chat again in the morning. All right. So good trading. Remember to have patience. Remember to be confident. All right. Have some passion. If you like this, you gotta put that passion into it. All right. So all those things. Confidence is a very big one. We're going to start talking more about that and, why sometimes we don't do things that we should do and why we do things that are just makes no sense. But it's all part of it, It's all part of it. There's a psychology to this as well. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. Have a good evening and be good and be good.